We have to determine the number that is represented by the blue point plotted on the number line below. Now, when I look at the number line, I see that I'm focusing on the number -7. So since the blue dot is to the left of -7, it means that the number represented by the blue dot on the number line has to actually be smaller than -7 since it's to the left of -7. So when you look at a number line, if I'm going to, let's say I'm centering myself at -7, everything to the left of -7, all the numbers to the left of -7 are going to be smaller than -7 because you're going towards farther to the left on the number line. So as you go to the left on the number line, your numbers are actually getting smaller because they're negative numbers. If I go to the right of -7, the numbers are getting larger. So let's start at -7 and let's work our way to the left one tick mark at a time. So I can see that all these gaps are between -7 and -7.1. So I took the distance between -7 and -7.1 and split it into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 smaller pieces. So each piece is going to basically be a tenth of a tenth or 1/100th. So watch as I start going to the left. The very first spot to the left of -7 is going to actually be -7.01 because as I work my way to the left, I'm going towards -7.1, which is -7 and 1/10. Next step to the left is going to be -7.02. Then my next tick mark is going to be -7.03. Then my next spot is -7.04. My next spot is -7.05. Then comes -7.06. Then I land on the blue dot, which would be -7.07. But let's get ourselves all the way to that next landmark so we can see how we would end at -7.1. So to the left of -7.07 would be -7.08. One more space to the left would be -7.09. And then if you think about it, after 0.9, you would think would come 10. Like 8, 9, 10. Well, you're actually right. We would land at -7.1 because -7.1, if you're thinking of it as 10, would be -7.10. So as we're looking at our pattern, -7.05, -7.06, -7.07, -7.08, -7.09, and then we finally land at -7.10, which is the same as -7.1. But if we go back and look at the blue dot we were focusing on, that would represent the number -7.07.